Hey everyone. Hey dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. Another day closer to redemption. This world sure is something. This is famous actress Zooey Deschanel, or I should say, one of her eyes. Again, one eye symbolism. She does the vow of silence once, twice, three times at least. Why is she doing that? Why do all these people do this all the time, hey? Plus other sign symbols and agendas. Speaking of an agenda, she's wearing a pro-Roe shirt. And she says, to quote Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the decision whether or not to bear a child is central to a woman's life, to her well-being and dignity. It is a decision she must make for herself. Well, be abstinent. Don't have sex. You don't need to have sex. Is the world very sexual and do people like it? And it's it's fun and feels good, obviously, right? But I've been celibate for many years now because I'm waiting for if God will give me a wife, and then that'll be the thing. And like I'm waiting for that. I didn't wait for that my whole life. I've struggled with that in the past because I always knew that it was a very special thing, and also too like just I like I'm not sure if I ever want to have children. Like maybe millennial reign, maybe there'll be children born in that time, and maybe that'll be my time. I don't know. I'm like right now. I'm like I'd rather have like a pet or something than have a child. And that might sound rude or whatever, but I don't know. It's hard to bring up a child in this world, and many of you do a good job of that on this channel. I'm sure. I'm sure you're good parents, God-fearing parents. Try and tell your kids about Jesus and the biblical world. But right, like I went through public school and like no, like there was a few Christians, but like in classes, in classrooms and textbooks and everything else, they don't talk about Jesus Christ and salvation and the Bible and any of that. And the Bible says that we should not murder. I am not trying to be rude to people because I know this can be like a touchy topic because it's a life and death topic. It's innocent children. We should not murder innocent children in the womb. And some might say, but you're a man. Why do you have to talk about this? You don't get to talk about this topic. Well, it takes a man and a woman for this to happen. And again, some people nowadays would deny that. No, you don't need a man to have a baby. You don't need a woman to have a baby. A man can have a baby. Transgender, that kind of garbage. No, a man and a woman make a child when they're intimate together, when they know each other, right? So again, I know like the world is very sexual and people want to have sex, and like growing up as a teenage man and as a younger man, right? Like sex is everywhere, and that like you go out on the weekend, you go to the bar, you go to a music club or whatever, and people want to hook up and whatever and that kind of thing, and have a one night stand, and some people aren't very careful about this, right? And I am not for like contraceptives or birth control because I believe too that like that's a way of like it's not a natural way of doing things. I'll just put it politely. Some people may disagree with me, and again, like that's fine. Have a comment in the comment section, and we'll get through this together. But most Christians in the truth community, we know that abortion is wrong, and it's not about being pro-choice. If you're pro-choice, you're pro-abortion. You don't have a problem with that. Whether it's like a very, very early time in a woman's pregnancy, or if it's like a late stage thing. And I know people will bring up other topics like there's rape and incest. There's what if the mother's health when she's delivering the baby, what if her health is in jeopardy? These are tough questions, and I understand that. But still, we should not murder innocent children in the womb. We shouldn't allow that to just be like going on. And I know like a lot of things in this world, if you make it illegal, it'll just go underground and be less safe in a way. And I know people will argue about that as well. But it is really like we can take these steps. You don't have to have sex. Is it a part of life? Yes, it is. But God designed that for a man and a woman that love each other very much and are married and want to be together forever. Right? And that sounds crazy to some people, but that is a true reality that a lot of people can do. And I am one of those people. I know I'm not a woman. And some people, again, they're like, why are you talking about this topic? It has to do with a woman's choice. But again, it takes a man to impregnate a woman. Obviously, right? Science there, right? That's the fact of life. That's the way God created things. So as a world, right, let's like another reason with Hollywood and like when I do this research stuff, like people are very sexualized, men and women, but women are extremely sexualized, right? Like if they start to get a little famous, like very soon they'll be like, less clothes on and they'll be like, maybe if they're like a musician or whatever, they'll be dancing all suggestively or twerking or whatever. I will stop talking now because I know this is a hard topic for some people to talk about. And, I know people that have had an abortion and I don't hate them because of that, but we should not continue that way. We should make better decisions, right? Again, like you can be abstinent. You don't have to have sex. And God doesn't want us to have sex outside of marriage. And that's just where I'll leave it, everyone. Like if you have comments, comment below. God bless you, everyone.